Good morning, good morning, good morning. Don't be down. This weather is only bringing beautiful things. Remember, all plants need this air. We also need to replenish all of our water sources in Barbados. Got this time this year, as you can appreciate. The majority of the cruise vessels that come to this island come for replenishment of water here when they're here. So, you know, we need to get those resources up. So thankfully for the rain, what a beautiful, beautiful morning it is. We're about to get another big squall, as you can see, coming from the distance. This morning is going to be short and hopefully sweet. A little bit wet for sure. It could be assured of it's going to be a little bit wet, but hopefully short and sweet. Hopefully you'll enjoy this session with us. We just want to bring you to the awakening of this beautiful day in Barbados. As we always promise when we offer a vlog, or we're going to vlog, we're going to bring it to you. Rain. I can't say snow, but for you maybe snow, whatever the conditions are, we're going to be bringing them to you as they are, because we're bringing you beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Not fabricated, not beautified, not selected when it's brilliant sunshine with blue skies. It is as it is. So you would have experienced this if you were here this morning. If you are on the island, buckle up, get warm. It's going to be a lot of rain coming, as you can see in distance. So Point has almost disappeared, but more than that, all up in the 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 area have disappeared. So that's coming our way, as you will see in a few minutes time. But good morning to each and every one of you all. We are at Hastings Rocks. These conditions are only warrant us coming outdoors, not to go for a long place. We had another walk in mind for you. However, due to the conditions, continuous conditions, we thought it would ease a little bit. We've decided and opted just to stay very close to home, just to bring you the beautiful Barbados and the awakening of this glorious day. Before that rain comes, I'd like to say our serenity prayer so we can keep focused in this direction. Please join us if you'd like to do so. It's a prayer for peace and guidance and direction and calmness and understanding. So please join us if you'd like to. If not, we'll be back with you in a couple of moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, so if you are a person that's familiar with the weather, you would know that when you see the lighthouse and the South Point disappear, that we are in for a big drenching. It's completely disappeared, as you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my Skywater force field. You would notice that my co-star has already pulled hers up and has got herself rain ready. She's put on her Xander shirt this morning, which is a wet top shirt, which is great for the occasion for sure. Have a few of these Skywater force fields. We have some body shields as well. Before we start off our walk this morning, we'd like to say welcome to Barbados, Mr. Billionaire and Stephanie. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to them especially. He is on his 109th visit to Barbados. I hope I call that right, Mr. Billionaire, because I know you'll put your lures on me if I call it incorrect this morning. I'm sorry about you having to stand on your security this morning, but we had a change of itinerary and plans, as you would know about. We kept you okay with that. Well, welcome back to the Rock. Enjoy your visit here. We will be seeing you later on today, so looking forward to that for sure. As you will notice on the boardwalk, usually out here is populated with quite a few people, especially on the morning as they're doing a walk and getting ready and being fit for the day. However, today we saw one person in distance going easterly and in an easterly direction. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to carry you down here. Okay? Alright, we can carry it. Just 1 minute, hold a set for me. I have to let go of one. He sneezes. It's playing around with me for a little bit. Let's see if I can get rid of it in a silent way. Didn't work. Hold on a sec. No sunrise this morning. But remember, no matter how dark or overcast a day is, there's always the sun shining. So just look for it. We're going to keep looking for it throughout the day. Whether it comes up brilliantly or not, we know the sun is up. Beautiful, beautiful morning. It is a promise of a new day. Have a look at these reflections and glows that we're taking out here now that the camera's actually refocused on that. Look at how stunning that is. When we came this morning, seriously, it looked as though someone had thrown oil on the water. We've been here for a little while, probably about 5-7 minutes prior to the actual startup time. So we have seen absolutely stunning conditions when we first got the vehicle. Likewise, they're stunning now. whether it rains, whether it has sunshine, no matter what the weather conditions in Barbados are, you know it's going to be warm, one, and two is you know it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. To each and every one of you that are again busy to celebrate this festive season, I hope you have a great day. I hope everything goes as planned and as scheduled for you. We're going to walk westerly a little bit. Don't worry about the easterly section this morning. We're just going to go a little bit around the corner. Like I said, it's going to be a short vlog. It is. We just wanted to bring you to beautiful Barbados so that you could see what the island looked like this morning. I know your hearts are here, so we want to give you a vision of where your hearts lay this morning. Opposite the Hastings market, just over there, and also Art Splash, where you can have some breakfast, lunch. You know, enjoy the day, sitting down having a smoothie or whatever you decide to have. That's the dead center of the camera. If you remember, we did some reels down here on Sunday with the Barbados Police Force band. They were down here playing on their Christmas concert. Directly in front of us is Blakey's, and we will also show you the construction as it has gone on the hotel just below. It is looking huge. It definitely would appear to be going up further. I'll tell you, we saw this here from foundation up. A lot of metal has gone into this. It has been built to withstand anything that nature throws at it. But as you know, nature can sometimes throw more than we can deal with. But the general weather conditions that we would have, even if we had a storm or whatever, the metal and stuff in here is being built to withstand pretty much anything. Definitely a well-constructed hotel. Alright, so we're going to walk this way. One is to keep the rain in our back so that we'll be able to keep the camera on a focus and hopefully a little bit better than if you were walking the other direction. But we want to bring you here to show you how the beach has developed in this area. You would know about the grinds that have been dropped down here recently. So you have a good look at how it looks now. And we'll just take you on the extended section of the boardwalk itself. I have no fear about my co-star. She's behind me. And as you can see, she is well attired for the situation this morning. Good morning, how are you? You want to say good morning to everyone this morning? Let me come under your body. There you go. No, yeah, go ahead, tell me. You want to say hello to anyone this morning, or you're just too tired to talk this morning?
No, I say hello to everyone.
Oh, good dear. You're not tired this morning?
I'm so tired.
Oh, I mean, you know you're stealing all of my lines. You know, it's amazing
so
when
tired.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm real tired too. But anyhow, we're going to go on because we have a zest for life and energy to bring this broadcast. Yeah, so, you know, she's stealing all my lines from me. If you were to listen to her in conversation, she's adopted many Bajan sayings. You know, quite amazing actually. Yesterday she was talking to me and said something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I actually did not even realize it was her speaking. I thought, wait, a Bajan got to be around here, because it was Bajan dialect and also some slang that we use as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You would know that this is all new rock that's been put down here as well, this above beach. This was not here previously. This is now I should say this section was not here previously, a lot of it. And then just below here, as you would know, lots of new rock is being laid to form this little horseshoe bay that's developing. So I would imagine over the course of time that a lot of this section here where you're seeing the ocean will become sand as it starts to build and build. But as we get big south swells, etc., I will sure that this area will get chiseled out. But you'll see below is also building quite extensively as well. All this beautiful area has been done in front of it, has been done with Barbados artists. The artists works from many of the local artists, whether they're Bajan born or live on the island, residents of the island, whatever. Absolutely amazing artwork. But look at the size and the height that this hotel is going. I saw the schematics and the artist impressions on it. I didn't see it going much higher than that from what I saw, so maybe it will stay around that height there, I'm not too sure. But then again, it's so long a hotel that maybe the impressions that I saw made it look as though it is relatively low and it may go up a couple more floors, not too sure, but we can keep an eye on that for you, as we have been from the very first lather of concrete that they put down. You will remember we were here for that as well. So the beach is building beautifully. The rain is coming with squalls, so I'm glad we're walking this direction. If we were walking easterly, it would be coming underneath our SkyWater force field. So keeping the equipment as well as we can. Down one gimbal already, down one phone already. So we're trying to preserve what we do have. You know, this is not to be just vlogged today, it's to be continually vlogged every day that we are blessed with life, so that we can bring you the beauty of Barbados. I know a lot of you this morning are waking up in wet conditions. I've been looking at the weather in some of the areas. Wet, cold, frigid conditions internationally this morning. Wet, cool, and I would have to say lovely conditions here in Barbados. I wouldn't like to be anywhere else this morning but right here. Never want to be anywhere else really unless I'm on vacation, because this is the place that I feel as though I'm an element of this land called Barbados. To give you a few of the artist impressions, as we are zooming along here at high speed. I've left, of course, our co-star behind because she's a lot slower than me, as you can appreciate. I'm an Olympian, so I have to go back and rescue her. I've come back to rescue you because I know you must be alone without me down here. Alright, so I'm going to show a little bit of artwork as we walk by. Not a lot of outside scenery, but we can certainly give you some artwork. We're going to start at the beginning so no one says, well, you left with my work. So we're going to start from here. Remember, all these, or most of these have on barcodes. We can give you all the information for them. Otherwise, they do have up their information up on placards and stuff. As you will see here from this one, I'll just go and get it in focus for you. So you can always use your barcode on this, for example, and get all the information on it. Most of them have it, some do not, but the work of art is amazing. We'll take you along here. We're going to do a visual of this morning as the rain is out here. We can give you something very tropical. But most of the scenery on here is very, very tropical scenery. I mean, it's really beautiful to look at these here. I'm just trying to get up a little bit and focus a little bit for you. Here we go. This is the typical sea fan that you will see on the beaches when you see conditions are rough and stuff. You'll find this all along the south coast. Just beautiful, beautiful work. And I want to give you a little bit of a glimpse and try to give people a little recognition for their artistry. We won't do that for all of them, of course, but we will give you whatever we can as we're walking our way along here so you can enjoy the beauty just like us this morning. So no matter what happens in Barbados, you can always find beauty that surrounds us. In this case here, this is man-made beauty. Or you can just look around at nature and the beautiful landscape that we have in this island. Remember, even on a rainy day, you're going to see things that you will not see, beauty that you will not see on a sunny day. So we always look for the beauty that surrounds us, no matter what the conditions are. We're going through tough times in life. We still need to look for the beauty that surrounds us because there's always something there to take us off of the horror or off of the dread and bring a little bit of light and positivity into our lives. In this case this morning, it is a beautiful artwork that is along this boardwalk for sure. We all know about our Bajan queen called Riri, so that's a lovely impression of her as well. This would be an impression of me on a bad morning. And of course of Barbados. Barbados being the main thing here again. I like to call that the tree of life maybe. So we're not going to put names on all these here, EMC names on all of them, but we can show you this is a deep, deep, deep portrait. I've looked at this every time I pass here. And every time I look at it, something different comes through my mind. But a very deep, deep portrait. The eyes always look at you. So if you ever get the opportunity to come down here, stand up in front of this and think of what this poor little girl will be thinking of. I had to say poor little girl because the face definitely shows concern, maybe a little bit of fear, most definitely concern, and unsure of what's going on from what I'm seeing in that. So I think that was a great artist's impression. Maybe that's not what the artist meant to do, but it's certainly what I see. And then we also have some photographers who have captured some amazing Bajan work here for you. Let me just show you here. Great photography, great captures. So it's not just paintings you will find down here. You will find all types of impressions and scenery that are being captured by the great eye of these artists, whether it be photographers or painters. Just to show you, because we are here right now, and this is a 10-foot paling, so you can appreciate how high that is. You get a little better view a little further on for you. The rain is sparkling up a little bit on the lens. No, I can't stop and clean it. I have nothing to clean it with. As you would have seen, the co-star this morning did not wear a tire to clean glasses, so we're going to do what we can do here right now with the lens. Hopefully it will clear up a little bit. So all types of impressions. Remember, these artists have their work up for sale. So if you want to have a look and see, you can always come on here. It says here about the site hoarding art exhibit, Hastings, Barbados. So you can always Google that and have a look and see what's up online as well. Or you can again contact the individual artist. In this case, it would be, let's say, 𝗏𝗏. Let me see. I can't even make it out. 𝗏𝗏 M. Richardson. So you can always have a look and see what they're like. All right, again, we're going to be coming in some more photos. Oh, we have some wet runners. So let's say wet runners. I'm a lot drier than them right now. But again, great photography, really interesting. We don't normally stop and show all of these paintings or these photos, but this morning I think it's pretty nice to show this kind of beauty because this is all so lovely in blues, all the blues of the ocean, absolutely stunning. Right, so we don't just watch photos alone and paintings alone. let's turn back the other way and show you a little bit of how beautiful this morning is. Although it is raining, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now you would know that a lot of this beach here is built. Where you see all of the vegetation up there, that's where the consistent beach was before, and then it tapered off into water. A lot of sand is built up in that area because of the expansion or extension of that growing system down below. That you see a lot shorter, probably out to where the end of the sand is, and all that's being laid as well when they started this construction of this hotel. And also you'll have some in this direction as well. You can see again the horseshoe hole in the sand above. It's going to be similar to the Accra expansion, and also similar to Miami Beach's curl as well. So sand will build in there, but it will move in along this section in front of here where the rocks are. I'm sure when summer comes, all this will have sand, and then when we see the swells again next year coming in, we'll also see the sand moving again with the currents and the swells. Alright, so here we go again. We're going to turn back in this direction. We don't want to leave anyone this morning. We're going to walk the boardwalk with all the artistry for you. We will be turning occasionally and letting you see scenery such as this. A wet coaster. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious me. You all have not seen me yet for the day. Can you see me in that camera? Am I dead center? Am I not just absolutely handsome? Oh, hold on a minute. Let me get the acknowledgement of that. Am I not just absolutely handsome? Am I not just beautiful? Oh, 𝘊𝐶𝐂𝐿𝐿 confirmation. That, as you all know, she says she doesn't like, so that would be obviously true. Beautiful sceneries, though. Absolutely gorgeous sceneries. If you are into some artwork and stuff, you know, you can get in contact with these guys here and maybe purchase something online from them. Or if when you come to Barbados, ask them to get a particular thing ready for you, a scenery ready for you. I know these artists are so incredible that they will do what you want, basically. They can produce what you want. So don't think that you have to come here and buy this art. Get in contact with them and query with them what the conditions are and stuff. And maybe you too can come and purchase some of this here, or get your own custom designs done so you can go back home and put a piece of Barbados on your wall, so that any of your friends and family that come to visit you will take in some of this beauty as well. Absolutely lovely. Thank you to all the artists that made this possible, because this would have been nothing but just 𝗂𝗟𝗏 𝗂𝗏𝗏 down here. It has been transformed into a beautiful, beautiful walk for sure. I've seen thousands of people, literally thousands of people taking photographs of these to take back home. So remember, just support the actual artists themselves. Don't go and blow up their pictures or put them on your wall. Try and get in contact with your artists and let them do something for you. Again, just want to give you a little scan of what we're enduring. As you can see, South Point, all the south of the island has been completely masked by the rain that's coming in. So more squalls coming this way this morning. This was supposed to be a 5-minute vlog. That's why I told our co-star, I said, listen, we're going to do a 5-minute vlog this morning. We're going to boardwalk, say good morning, and we're going to leave down there, because all we do is we just want to show Barbados as it awakens. However, as we always do, whenever we get to a location, we feel things. You know, from the time you start Baton Express, this is no lie. I get flooded with all types of energy and enthusiasm and happiness and joy. Not that I'm not always happy. I can't say always. I'd say 99.999% of the time I'm happy. So I would have to say that, you know, when we come down and we hit the start button, a new zest gets flooded into me. I know where that zest is coming from. It's the light that I'm following. It's to make sure the light that we project from here in Barbados is bright, clear, warm and fuzzy. Alright, so this is an artist impression here, of course, of a place called Spring Bay. You would not probably know that. It's up by 𝗳𝗏𝗃 Point. 𝗳𝗃𝗃 Point Lighthouse should be the southeastern point, or the eastern point of the island, absolute eastern point of the island. And this here would be what would be in Spring Bay. That, you all may say, does not happen, but it does happen. It actually does form a beach on the inside. A lot of cliff has fallen off recently, so we'll show you that again. We sometimes do go up there by 𝗍𝗶𝗃𝗏, that's 𝗍𝗵𝗃𝗏𝗏 Point, and looking at it for you. But at certain times in summer, you can get a massive beach forming up there. To get to it though is very difficult. All the land slippages I've had now, there's no road as that would indicate that leads down to the beach. You have to do a lot of walking. You can put up that Spring Bay or 𝗳𝗃𝗃 Point in our search engine for YouTube. We actually did a 4K resolution there because we couldn't get a clear signal, so we did a 4K resolution. But you can have a look at that. We did take you right down to the edge of that beach here by walking across the front of the cliff. Just pointing that out because a lot of people don't get to see that. A lot of people don't even know there is a beach up there. Sometimes a year there is none. Sea will be coming right up the cliff. Other times a year there is quite a large beach. It is also where 𝘊𝗵𝗃𝗃 did the photo capture for the front of a surfer magazine, dropping in on one of the waves up at 𝗳𝗃𝗃 Point. You can also find that as well. If you're a surfing enthusiast, have a look online for that there, and you will see him up there catching a swell looking like an outside break. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 𝗵𝗃𝗃 𝗃𝗏. Lovely shot, my brother. Lovely work. So these are them. That is not my blurring camera. That is an impression of the front foreground being blurred and the background being depicted, which I think is a beautiful. Usually it's the other way around. Usually you'll find the foreground all beautiful and sharp, and the background all blurred off. But that's actually a very interesting photo. When I first came across it, I said, "Ooh, my glass like the blur." But now I realize what it's done is reverse of what you would normally see. I definitely think that is interesting for sure and worthy of note. Just beautiful work though. We almost come to the end, so we're going to go back on to see in a minute. We're going to bring you into a little bit of our farewell for the day, because we're not going to carry on too much longer. We've been doing 27 minutes. Most of that would have been this morning's meditation, and hopefully you took advantage of that and enjoyed the peace and serenity. This is extremely good for work here. I love that for sure. Just let me make a note of that for my own self. Not that I can afford to buy it, but I can certainly afford to promote it, because it's something that I would have put on my wall for sure. Although it's not Barbados, the actual workmanship in that is quite incredible, quite realistic, quite beautiful. Of course, the notorious high rock section of 𝗷𝗶𝗃𝗲, that is over on the east coast of the island. You can clearly see the bathhouse there that was used in the Bold and the Beautiful. You can also see the beach where the teenagers came up on the Outer Banks. I think it was 2 or 3, one of the two of them. I can't remember exactly which one used that caption there of the deserted island when they were sitting on that beach. Couldn't see anything. Brilliant photography in that. Please have a look at that. Outer Banks 1, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are mainly concentrated. Actually 3 is concentrated in Barbados alone. However, 2 does have Barbados and other sections of the world in it as well. Sorry. Okay. That was a good run. Thank you for letting me know there was a runner. Alright, so we've come to the end of the actual photos now. Hopefully, and paintings. Hopefully you've enjoyed them with us. We're going to go around the corner. We're going to look down on the beach right down to Brandon's and Hilton area. And that's where we'll see our farewell from. You will notice that a lot of bush that was here has been moved, and a solid base has been put down here. Looks like almost a concrete base. So that's changed here a little bit from what it used to be like. We used to have a lot of the same bush that you're seeing down below. A lot of hedging was here. However, you will see the bottom has been turned into marl and a more solid base. I particularly love, you would have seen our Christmas tree. As we had told you, it took us an entire year. Now, it didn't take, we could have done it in one day. Like most people have gone on the beach and accumulated all the driftwood in one day. However, every piece was meticulously picked by my co-star. We brought it home piece by piece until we were enough to get ready just in time for Christmas. This is the kind of things that inspire us to bring nature and natural surroundings back, utilizing, recycling, etc. This is beautiful, beautiful stairways here. Good morning to Nicholas. I know you'll be around here this morning. Beautiful staircase, my brother. All right, so beach massively building. It's going to continually build, probably pretty much out to the end of this grind. This is all captioned. A lot have been laid along here. Just to give you an understanding of what this was like before the Hastings boardwalk was laid, we would be all in water now. There would be no beach here. Very, very slender sections in this area. There would have had some beach and no beach. All this here is all been formed because of the actual Hastings boardwalk where we're walking on right now, or the 𝗁𝗍𝗃 𝗃𝗍𝗃 boardwalk. And around here, you would have had to swim around a wall here, or wade yourself around a wall here in chest deep of water at most of the tide frames to get around from the lower beach, which was down by Coconut Court, to this upper beach section, or the little slithers of beach and sand that were along this area. So all this sand here, again, another development. At certain times in summer, low tide, you could actually walk around this section here on the front of these rocks here on sand. I've done that actually and walked just on maybe ankle deep of water. So that will tell you. Right now we're in a mid tide. I think high tide is around 8 o'clock this morning, so a little bit on the high side of mid. So it's not as much beach area, but talking as being that tide, you can appreciate how big this beach is, and how strong it is getting, because all the sand here is building. You can see the higher elevation here. That's going to be very, very strong and solid, because nothing's really going to get that unless you get a juice out swell that comes in straight in. Otherwise, that most of it comes off. The southeast will bypass this section here, or the currents of it will bypass this section here. 3 layers of concrete here the whole way up. Beautiful boardwalk. You know, when this was first laid, I wasn't too sure. I know how it would benefit, and then you can see that now. I mean, the elderly are able to walk along here. Strollers can come along here. You can even have a wheelchair that comes along here. You know, so it's really, really good for that. It's also great for people who want to run and exercise. You know, so it is fantastic. Come here. You know, the memory that keeps coming here to me is when Ray Bailey, who's passed and gone on, I saw him running on this boardwalk with his baby. I call that the bionic baby at that time. He used to always tell him, man, that baby is always going to lead the way, because I realized that you can't even catch it. You're trying to catch it and you can't catch it. So Ray, in my heart and in my thoughts, my brother. Be careful when you're stepping on this boardwalk though. There are lots of things like this area you'll see, especially in front of the Kentucky area and any of the actual pinnacles that go out, where it actually is chipped and broke away. There's no metal in that front section, as you can clearly see. However, it's just broken off. But that, you'll find this along the whole boardwalk. So don't be walking along here, la-di-da-di-ing, and taking your photos and not watching where you're walking. Yes, it is solid, and it will give you the impression that you can pretty much just use your side vision and glance where you're walking and not have any problems, but there are fall off points like that there along the boardwalk. So maintenance is continuously going, as you can appreciate. Look at the power, and this is a flat day, virtually a flat day in the south coast, but look at the power of the elements that are coming in and hitting this day in and day out. So you can appreciate that maintenance does on go. Likewise, you will notice that a couple of the metal, I don't know how to say screws, because there wouldn't be nails, but metal screws that are in this actual boardwalk, the wooden party boardwalk. Some of them do lift because of the continuous weight of people walking on them, and also them getting a little waterlogged and wet rot occurring. So when you're walking this boardwalk, again, be wary of where you're walking. If you are walking on here barefoot, I would definitely recommend not picking the two lines of where you can see those screws laid, because if any of them are sticking up, they will puncture your sole of your foot for sure. So be careful. It is beautiful, but just like anything else, we like to tell you, be careful of the thorns when you're going to smell and pick the roses. Beautiful island, wonderful island, but like everywhere else in this world, there are little things you have to be wary of to make sure that you're safe and that you're comfortable and that you take care of yourself while you're here. Lower elevation, you do not want to be stepping on here. Beach shoes, hiking shoes, barefoot makes no difference. The only thing that's going to maybe save you right now is a little bit of sand that's embedded in this moss. But this moss here will throw you down. This is not a joke moss. This one here and just beyond here, all this is slippery, slidey way. So you be careful again. Don't be tempted to run across these areas. You know, take your time and be wary of what you're doing. Everyone is not an Olympian and is graced with the athletic strengths and powers that I am. So I have to, you know, think of the general public and just warn you of those areas and to exercise caution for sure. It's a beautiful morning. As I said before, rain or shine. Thank you to all of you that are on here. You're live warriors, EMC live warriors. That means you come on where we're actually strolling live. Your comments and interaction between each other is greatly appreciated, because remember, that's basically what it's about. Since we've gone over to YouTube, we don't get the interaction that we used to have on Facebook, but it was a move that was sort of like forced on us originally by Facebook having some glitches with their horizontal video. We went over to YouTube, and when we saw the clarity and the lack of jitteriness that we used to see on Facebook because of their slower refresh rate, we decided to stay here. And it's obviously the format that is used by majority of the vloggers in the world, because it has a much more possibility of being seen. Remember, we don't advertise the EMC. It is by attraction. It's by word of mouth, friends telling friends, etc. Someone stumbling on this channel when they're looking, you know, and see what has happened in Barbados. They may stumble across this channel. In case you're one of those that are doing that this morning, we are the EMC Gathering. This is the Journey 246. We're known as the EMC 246 family. We have hundreds of hashtags up there, but the most, I would have to say, most popular hashtag. Hey, welcome back, brother man. How are you going? Welcome back for another year, man. How are you?
24 days I'm here.
My brother, you're here for a short one or a long one?
24 days.
24. Beautiful, man.
Yesterday.
Man, it's so good to see you, man. The first day on the boardwalk again, man.
Nicholas, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome back, brother. It's good to see you, man. Go. I know you must be already holding some Banks, because I know Banks is your bear. So
well, I went to see Sandra yesterday.
Oh, and Banks. Sandra is here as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sandra Bay is back in form.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
She's been here for a month now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She twisted my arm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I had the 4, and then it started to rain. I had to have another 4.
Yeah, she does that. She does that too. Good morning, Sandra Wood. It's good to see you. And good to see you, brother. Have a great day, okay?
Take care.
Good man. All right, cool. So family is returning. Family is returning for sure. Getting back to our hashtag stuff, we have tons of hashtags up there. Our most popular hashtag is becoming the Journey 246, because this is my journey, the others walk their journey with, turn it into our journey, which is the Journey 246. That is the beauty of Barbados through our eyes. Our actual registered company name is EMC-Gatherings, the beauty of Barbados through my eyes. It has transformed to our eyes now, because this is the person that brings you all the photos. As you can see, her smile will cheer anyone up. Do not be deceived by her innocent look. So that is totally, totally wrong. She's not innocent. All right, we elevating. You know what we are? We like the malicious for certain people, like Mr. Conductor, the most malicious, cautious, gypsy person that I know. Well, second, he's the first, and then right behind me, the co-star is becoming secondly that same way. So we're going to show you 𝗁𝗂𝗏 Hotel from an elevated view at the boardwalk. We're going to walk right along here in our sandy shoes. Anyone that's coming on the boardwalk later on today, be wary of where you're sitting. So here we go. I know I think we had two hotels there, Cypress and Sierra. Can't remember which one this is originally. Offhand, I can't remember right now, but it is 𝗁𝗂𝗏 Hotel. You can come here. It's right at the base of St. Matthias Gap by St. Matthias Church. And this is over at the end of the actual boardwalk itself. We've seen a lot of people here at happy hour, extremely happy. So we know that happy hour here is a good hour to enjoy for sure. We have a couple of bougainvillea hedges here that are blocking a little bit of scenery, but you can see what it's like. So if you want to wake up in the morning and be viewing this type of scenery here, or any time of day actually, this is where you can come and stay. This is available for you, so get in contact with them if you would like to stay in this general area. It is a good location because although it's at the end of the boardwalk, from here down to Hilton is all sand, so you can walk for long periods of time. Even if you don't want to walk in an easy direction, you can walk from here pretty much to Bridgetown at low tide. The only place that you may have to vary around into the water would be actually underneath the Radisson jetty. But that sometimes can be ankle deep, and sometimes you can even find that of dry sand if you get a super moon low tide at the right time of year where sand is built. So a lot of walking can be done from this location. Hold on a minute though. You let me walk right by this place, right? Did not put sand on this bench. Hold on a minute, I gotta go put sand on this bench. Anyone that sees sand on this bench this morning, it's compliments of the EMC. EMC is the early morning crew. We actually formed out of COVID. When COVID hit everyone, I was in the darkest place in my life, I will definitely say. There's no question about that, it's unchallenged. Didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. Went on my knees, first time since I was 14 years old. When I prayed, I was told to go and bestow all the blessings that are given to you, to everyone around you. And that is what I've been doing since that day. 21st of January will mark 3 years that we've been actually doing live vlogs. However, October this year would have marked 3 years since I started vlogging, because I did a lot of vlogs in little spots before that. However, we will be celebrating 3 years come January, so that's a big milestone for us for sure. So this journey is all about the healing for me. That's where it started, and that's not being sort of like saying that it's not for you as well, but out of my healing will hopefully come yours. Out of what I do to make my healing will hopefully bring yours. I can't bring you healing, I can't bring you happiness, I can't bring you love. There are things you have to find for yourself, but hopefully what we're doing, that's Jeanette and myself right now and all of our other EMC family, is generating an atmosphere and a foundation where you can find serenity, peace, love, and most definitely laughter. You can either laugh with me or laugh at me, I don't mind, because I laugh at myself all the time. That is one freedom that I have found on this journey, and that is I'm able to laugh at myself. I love myself. I don't have to tell anyone that, because everyone knows I love myself. And I love the journey I'm on, and I love Jeanette, and I love all of you all. So there's different forms of love. Everyone knows that. On the word of love, because you don't hang around with someone or sit next to someone or be with someone doesn't mean you don't love them. All it strictly means is that you can love them as being fellow human beings. What their practices are and their doings are, you can't call them wrong, because you don't know what's right and wrong. You only know what's right and wrong for yourself. So my life is to be positive, to be happy, to share joy, to share peace, to be honest, to be sincere to myself, and don't project a false imagery. That is what it's all about for my journey, and that is what brings my healing and my growth. So because you don't hang around with someone, or you don't frequently hang around with someone, doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means that you respect yourself enough to follow your own journey and not to let other people's sorrows or anger or anything else drain the positivity from you. So respect yourself today. Remember, no one can teach you to love. No one can teach you to care. No one can teach you to be kind. No one can teach you to be genuine. You got to do that for yourself. It is your journey. Find your true identity and walk proudly. Hold your head up and don't let others distract you from the journey that you're on. Keep your focus in front. Put on your blinkers if necessary. Things are occurring right by your side. Just know they're happening next to you and do not let them distract you from what you're doing. You know, there are many times you wake up, I wouldn't say recently, but in the past, especially when the journey first started, I was extremely lonely. And there are many times that I used to be conscious of people around me and what they wanted and what they enjoyed and what they said. I still do hear them, because sometimes you can hear the word of God through others that surround you. He put people in your life for that reason. However, I make sure and I focus on what God wants me to do. And anything that starts to distract me from that, I shed it. I shed it like a skin and I move on. So that's all. That's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm just telling you what works for me. Remember, when I tell you that this here does this and this here does that, it's what works for me. I can't speak for anyone else. I can only speak for myself, and that's how I deal with it. All right, so here you'll see now a scenario that has happened since we had some surges and stuff. You would know that normally there's sand right out on those rocks. You can walk on beach all in this section here, and you would say almost just by the mouth, I'd say about maybe 15 feet on the inside of the mouth of that actual, those rock areas there, or the armored rocks, is where you would go into the water. You can see all of the sand has been moved from here. Now, there are two things. It could be coincidental or it could be factual. So literally two things. One, it could be facts, and one could be coincidental. However, as we have mentioned quite a few times in our walks, this is only my opinion. This is not the opinion of anyone, and trust me, I have absolutely no qualifications or certification to tell you what I'm about to tell you, but I can tell you from my experience of being on the beaches of this island for all of my life, not on a weekend only, all of my life, because I surfed all the time on all the different beaches. We have seen a lot of changes that a lot of people don't see. You're noticing a lot of beaches building above. You're noticing the laying of a lot of armored stones. Therefore, you're obviously expecting a change of circulation of sand. So is the sand being trapped above, or the circulation of currents and water that's happening because of the expansions of the grounds above, is that affecting this? Is the sand not being replenished as it would have been before? Or is this just because of how nature is? Now, I've seen here have Little Beach, but I've never seen here with the entire front row of armored rocks completely with water surrounding them. So I would have to say this is something that's a little unusual for me to see. I certainly haven't seen it the last 3 years. You can go back to all of our vlogs and you wouldn't see this kind of sand loss from this area here. So the beach that was all here looking pretty strong is gone. I have seen water come over it at high tide, so I'm not saying that water doesn't ever come over it, but I have never seen it like this. Likewise at the Hilton, we're also seeing up there as well, where they have the armored stones on the outside, you're actually seeing like a river forming on the inside, or a lake forming inside the rocks on the beach side. Again, sand is not being replaced, but again, it could also be seasonal. But if this is how this is right now, we are not getting these swells, so you would know that when come February and March, when those cold fronts get the big high pressure systems behind them and those north swells turn to south swells, you would know that we're going to have in a lot of more erosion on this section of the island. So we're going to stop our walk here this morning. The reason that we came out this morning was to let you awaken in Barbados, and we have done that. We hopefully have treated you to some beauty, definitely artistry out of this world, which we showed you in the boardwalk. We're also showing you beautiful, beautiful Barbados. And of course, when I say beautiful, beautiful Barbados, I have to show you beautiful, beautiful me, of course, because beautiful, beautiful Barbados doesn't come without the amazing, handsome, and adorable Bajan warrior. So it's all a combination. I guess I didn't even have to show you myself, because you would know that would be the case. However, there are a lot of people that have been waiting all morning, came on here only to see me. There are one or two people that may have come on to see the other scenery, but mainly everyone, in 99.99% of people that came on this morning, was to see me this morning. Maybe a part of a fragment of a percentage came to see the co-star, but anyway, she got her little bit as well. So this is where we're going to end our vlog this morning, on this beautiful pinnacle here. I'm going to go right out to where the actual, I'm not going to see, so don't ask, is he going to see? No, not on a rainy day. I got to go also out this morning. I'm going to the supermarket and buy myself something. I don't know what I'll buy myself, but I'll buy myself something this morning. Maybe some bottle of milk or something. I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but anyhow, whatever. So this is beautiful Barbados. I'm going to give you a circle of love, which is done silently, as my co-star is not here to pinch, prod, or juke me, or poke me. I should be able to do this in silence. So let's see if we can get that mustered up. and let you enjoy the beauty of the end. This is the western end of the Hastings, which is the, of course, 𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗏 Boardwalk, and here we go. Remember, no matter how well you start off your day, no matter what kind of serenity and peace you start your day with, no matter how cheerful and joyful your day has started, the day will come with its challenges. The day will come with the moments that you'll be baffled by either someone or something that happens. The day will bring forward a moment of sorrow or sadness, whether it be thinking of someone that's passed and gone, especially at Christmas time. We tend to get extremely fixed on memories of those that we love that are not spending this Christmas with us. So no matter what you do this morning, your day will have its challenges. However, what I am saying happens for me, and this happens for me, is when I start my morning with this peace of serenity and love and calmness and peace, it helps me to deal with the challenges differently. Remember, it's not a matter of falling. We're all going to fall in one form or other. It's how we get back up and dust off and go again. So keep positive, keep your focus on, keep your visions on where you are going. Don't let shadows that come along the way, i.e. people that may have a different opinion or negativity or try to just lure you away from what you're doing. Don't let them distract you. You keep your focus on. I am going to keep my focus on today. I have started this morning in stormy-ish conditions and along with my co-star, because of our determination to continue the journey as we've been asked to walk. We are not going to let weather conditions distract us from what we're supposed to do. Likewise, we're not going to let the conditions of life around us change our ways, because we have to lead by example. We can't lead, go and tell you, oh, go and do this and go and do that and act this way and act that way and then turn around and do the absolute opposite. No, we have to lead by example. You know why we're leading by example? Because the example and the positivity, the example that we're following is what is going to heal us, is what is going to give us growth, not only in our mental capacity, but our spiritual capacity. So when there are challenges and things get rough, don't go about say, oh, I wish. No, you deal with it, because there's no wishing. It's something beyond the control. You don't have control over it. The only thing you have control over is how you deal with it, how you action it, and how you motion it. That's all you can really do. Otherwise, that is out of your hands. Don't try and control things around you. Certainly do not try and control people. I'm not going to go out this morning and tell someone, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. I say, I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have done it this way if they asked for advice, of course. Otherwise, that, spread your love, spread your cheer, spread your joy. Remember, nothing you do can make someone happy or make someone love. All you can do is you can provide the environment and you can radiate off that kind of positivity for others to capture. There are a lot of people out there this morning that are sad and brokenhearted. They've lost a lot of good friends. You know, at this time of year, you start to get concerns, well, I can't get a present for this person or I can't get a present for that person. Rather than give that person a present, give them your presence. Be around them. Make sure they know that you love them. Make sure if you're there physically that you can hold their hand. Tell them you love them. That is what you can do this Christmas. That costs absolutely not 1 cent, but I can guarantee you, no matter how much money you have in this world, there's nothing more valuable than you receiving someone's love and someone's kindness and someone's goodwill. That is what this world is made for. We're supposed to stand by each other and help our neighbor or our brother through the tough times. So be that person this morning. Stand up and help that person. And if you're the person that is suffering this morning and you're having challenges and everything is looking dark and dismal to you, look around you for your friends. Your friends will stand by you through thick and thin. You know, it's how it's going to be, and that's how we're supposed to be. Have a great day. Greetings and love from Barbados again, from the Hastings Boardwalk, the 𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗏 Boardwalk. We hope that the peace and serenity that you saw this morning, which I'm sure you have, will last you for the rest of the day, and just so that you will be able to walk forward with the most beautiful thing of the day, I'll share with you a little bit more of myself as I'm walking, because I want you to have this in for the rest of the day. And if you want, you go up on my Facebook page and you can print out some of the amazing photos of me. You can do like Joy, who has photos all over the house. All of her mirrors have been replaced with me. All of her photos have been replaced with sceneries of myself in Barbados. So you can do like Joy as well and surround yourself with beauty, so that all you see, no matter where you turn, is beautiful Barbados, which will be me, of course. And you can also see some of the scenery as well. Have a blessed day. Love you all. Be kind, be courteous, be caring, be loving. Do the best you can. You're human beings just like me, just like everyone else that's around us, listening to us this morning. You are entitled to make your mistakes. We will all make mistakes. However, let those mistakes be lessons. Learn from them so you don't repeat them. And also, remember, ask for forgiveness tonight. I'm sure the Lord, you this morning went down on your knees or in some form or fashion, thank God, or whoever you follow for the life that you have been given today. Do the same thing tonight. Pray to the same light that you follow and ask for the forgiveness, because you're going to need forgiveness today, because everyone, you, me, and everyone on here will make mistakes today. That is inevitable. Have a blessed day from Barbados. Love you all, and see you tomorrow morning at sunrise. God spare life. Billionaire, I'll come in to burn your ear off later, so catch you then. See you all later.